Smith got the ball. What a block by LeBron.
So a few days ago, you joined the crowds in the market for your fresh foods.
It's still too hot in the land of milk and honey. We come to you live from Standard Chartered Building of Bananuka Drive. My name is Elioda and Mesut. The show is Sports Center. Use hashtag on our various social media platforms, that is on Facebook and Twitter at hashtag EYIT Sports. Catch us on YouTube. We are actually at EYIT TV. Kindly subscribe in, be part of the fastest growing family. Turn on notifications. Thereafter, you will always be notified with instancy every time we go live or upload anything that you could have missed out on our daily live shows. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We hope you're keeping home, you're keeping safe. Only move if you're supposed to. If you cannot really avoid it, and while you're at home, please try as much as you can, much as it isn't easy, but try out to social distance, wash your hands regularly. If need be, please put on face masks. You could have a visitor. You see, there are people we cannot avoid, so if any new person shows up in family, please remind them of the serving SOPs. Let's play it safe. Let's all act. We either act or perish. We come to you live from Bananuka Drive of Bananuka Drive at Standard Chartered Bank Building. Every other single day, Monday to Friday, we bring you the best and the latest that happens in sports. Let it be volleyball, let it be tennis, athletics. Is it Tokyo Olympics? Is it football? Is it transfer gossip? Is it Euro 2020 or it's Copa America? You want football from home or football away from home? You are covered. You are very, very covered. Personally, on Facebook at Elioda and Mesut, on Twitter at Elioda N, and you can always log in and feed on every bulletin we share on our subsequent social media platforms. It's a Wednesday. We are here yet again to be spot on and tell you what is the latest that has just popped in. By the way, talking of the latest, we are just a few hours away to the announcement of Sergio Ramos, that is the Spanish giant defender and the former Real Madrid player, a legend at Santiago Bernabeu, who has almost won everything. That is the FIFA Club World Cup, that is the UEFA Champions League, the Spanish La Liga on a number of occasions. He is crossing to Parc des Princes, that is in France, at Paris Saint-Germain, and the official announcement is soon. Then away from that, we talk about the local sport. Talking about the local sport, the Red Doves are finally out of the cover as the CAF Women's League draws happen today in Nairobi, Kenya. We'll be telling you what transpires there. For the starters, that's a competition for the league winners. So our very own Red Doves represent us in Nairobi, Kenya, because they are the champions. They were declared champions early this very year, before the sports activities were suspended in the country, and they had walked away with the FIFA Women Super League. So the draws are up to date. We'll be digging deep into that story. And then talking about the transfer gossip, starting off with the Ugandan football, we have had names like Martin Elungat has penned a long-term year contract at at Mbara City. Then we have Mutiaba, who has also extended his contract at Uganda Revenue Authority. Then we have this man, this stylist, who has also inked a pen to the paper, joining Kampala Capital City Authority. We have stories about that. Then away from that, we bring you stories about the Rugby World Cup that is yet to kick off. It is a few days away. So Kenya, just like any other national team, has come out and unveiled its 23 player squad that will take part in the Rugby World Cup. We'll be bringing you that. Then taking you back, the Ugandan Cobs, called them the national team of under 23, yet again lost to Saudi Arabia, losing 2-0. This was their second encounter in friendly. That is in space of 3 days. The first one was on 2nd July. The other one came in a day before yesterday. That is on 5th July. And they have lost their second encounter following a goalless draw at first leg. We bring you what does that one mean ahead of the preparations that are yet to go down there in Nairobi, Kenya, where that is in Ethiopia rather, whereby we will have the Sekafa Under 23 challenge. Then away from that, since 2007, that is about 14 years, a space of 14 years, again the South American giants, that is I was going to say Mbara City, South American giants or titans, called them Brazil and Argentina, will yet again lock horns in the upcoming Copa America 2021 final. This comes in line after Argentina edging Colombia. That was about in the spot kicks, whereby former Arsenal goalkeeper, who currently serves at Aston Villa, one Emiliano Martinez, is receiving huge praises and worships, taking it religiously. He's being boosted with so much praises. Remember, he had just taken on his first Argentine call-up. That was on 29th, yeah. So in just a few days, he is on board in Argentina. He's just being a very, very topmost sang hero. That is after saving about 3 pot kicks, enabling Argentina to cruise again to the Copa America 2021 final, whereby they will be playing Brazil one time for the last 14 years. We'll be bringing you stories of that and more. Allow me kickstart off the show with what's happening in the country. Let's start off with the Lady Doves. The Lady Doves are again upbeat ahead of the CAF Women's Champions League draws. The draws are going to go down today in Nairobi, Kenya. The Doves were area on this year, justifiably the best side as it concerns the 2020-2021 FIFA Women's Super League. They were declared champions. So they earned a ticket to represent Uganda at the inaugural Women's Interclub Championship. That is after winning the Super League played at FIFA Technical Center down there in Nigeria, I think in a couple of 30 or 1.5 months ago. That's when they were crowned the champions of FIFA Women's Super League. So their honeymoon is over after being crowned the FIFA Super League champions. So they now await the CAF Women's Champions League draws, Sekafa Zonal qualifiers, that will be later on during the day will be held in Nairobi, Kenya. So the Sekafa qualifier is also scheduled to start off on July 17th, just like the Sekafa Under 23 challenge for the Ugandan Cobs. So the Sekafa qualifier for the women also goes down about 10 days away from today. That is, it will run from 17th July to 1st August in Kenya, and then the winner will be will be booking one of the 8 tickets to the inaugural finals that will be played later on this year in Egypt. So the Lady Doves earned this very ticket to represent Uganda after winning the Super League in FIFA Technical Center in Nigeria. So according to their coach, Awan Rajab Mbuyinza, says the team is ready. They have been involving them digitally. That is sending them the training the training program via social media, via the use of internet. This comes in after the lockdown, hereby all sports activities were suspended in line with Ministry of Health together with the President of Uganda directives in fight to go against coronavirus pandemic. He rather admits that yes, lockdown somehow deteriorated their efforts in the preparations of this very challenge, but he still hopes that the girls are super ready to take up the challenge and they could make us proud. So we really wish our very own the best of the Sekafa women's qualifier that is yet to go down in Nairobi, Kenya, as they await today's draws. Then still talking about Ugandan football and Sekafa related, our very own Uganda Cobs yet again tested it sour when they played Saudi Arabia in their second encounter following the first one that went down on 2nd July, whereby they lost. It ended in a goalless draw, but this second, or the return leg, or the second account of them, it ended up in a defeat for the Ugandan Cobs, called them the under 23 of Uganda national team. They lost 2-0 to the hosts in Saudi Arabia. According to Morebye Kwaso, while he was giving a post-match reactions, he still didn't call on us to worry, or just like how it has been, because literally when you lose to Saudi Arabia, it somehow tests our courage and the spirits of how we'll welcome this Sekafa under 23 challenge, because you realize Saudi Arabia is not one of those top most sounding countries as it regards football. They are rather best known in business. So if we can lose to them somehow, it tests our patience on how ready we are to take on the under 23 Sekafa challenge. So they lost 2-0 to the Saudi Arabian hosts. That game went down at Prince Faizo bin Abdulaziz Riyadh Stadium. This was the last of the two build-up matches against Saudi Arabia, following one that we played on Friday that ended up in a goalless draw. But still, despite the Monday's result, Biekwaso somehow looks uncharacteristically optimistic that the team could be ready. That's what he says, because he admits that yes, the team had a very good game, that is to be particular in the second half. They didn't allow the opponent, because they didn't allow the opponent to take charge of the ball or the possession of the ball, because Saudi Arabia had their second goal actually in the dying minutes. That was about 90 plus of the game. So we missed out on very many goal scoring opportunities, one of them being one from the Vipers striker Bobos Ruhanga. Then we also missed one through Delik Kakakoza. Sam Senyonjo also missed, as well as Saidi Choine. So such chances, maybe they are bringing home hope to Awan Morebye Kwaso, saying that much as we lost to Saudi Arabia, this doesn't in any way put us down as it regards the Sekafa challenge we are yet to fall in. Then he named the starting team from the Friday's game. He included the likes of Richard Basangwa, Isma Mugurusi. These names again appeared just like how they did on Friday. Then he also opted one first choice goalkeeper, Charles Lukwago, first choice goalkeeper at Kampala Capital City Authority. He still came in between the sticks. Then Bobos Ruhanga, Vipers SC. Then Stephen Serwada also made it to the team. Names like Stephen Serwada were also part of the team. This team comprises of the 20 of under 23, and somehow people are in videos who are about 3 years older than the said age bracket. So that's how we lost again to Saudi Arabia on Monday night, losing 2-0 to the Cobs. Now the eyes are set on what the Cobs will feed us when we take up in the Sekafa under 23 challenge. Then allow me go to what is happening in the transfers. As it regards the Ugandan football, midfielder Ayam has said he is open to new offers. Ayam played for the under-20 national team. He also won the under-20 silver at 2020 AFCON. He again participated in the under-20 tournament in Mauritania. Apparently, Ivan Ayam is out of contract with Core Lions, and he says that he will be listening. He will have to take a rest and listen from different offers, because teams are from Zambia, teams from Kenya, as well as teams from Uganda, one of them being Vipers, together with Wakiso Giants, are also keeping tabs with 21-year-old Ivan Ayam. So he says he's very ready. He looks not super ready to extend his contract at Mbarara City. Maybe that will be after the engagement with the top club officials to see if he can extend his contract, just like how Erungat did. So the former Muscourage Bukedia and Kataka Praymaker ran out of his contract at the end of this very last month, that was in July 2021. So he has, however, discussed that he will have to take time and weigh around the available options before he makes a decision about where his next destiny will be. So Ayam is an AFCON under-20 silver medalist after taking part in the Ugandan Hippos team that lost to the champions Ghana in Mauritania. He has well received from offers from Kampala Capital City Authority, as I said, together with Bull, and again Mbarara City itself would want to retain him. He is a very, very offensive midfielder. He has that ability to accelerate, and then he has the strength to beat the defense as well. So as I talk right about now, we are keeping the tabs closed to see what will be the next destiny for the under 20 silver medalist that featured with Uganda Hippos. That is when they lost to Ghana in Mauritania. So Mbarara City, actually, it has about very big names that look set to end their contracts. Names like Judy Semugabi, names like Solomon Okwalinga, as well as Yam as well. So we wait and see if these three big names, because we realize Mbarara City of late, they finished 7th on the Ugandan Premier League table. So maybe this was not too bad for them, regarding that this was their third season in the Ugandan competition. They actually had a very, very poor start in the first encounter of the Uganda Premier League, but they rather put up a most terrific one, that is at their second encounter. Actually, from the start, they had given us hopes that maybe they could contest for the Uganda Premier League trophy, not until they slipped and ended in the second page of the Uganda Premier League table. But this time around, they finished 7th, so that way you'd think that they have to retain their old players, whereby Ivan Ayam falls in, because he has been that offensive personnel in the team. Then if they can also retain Solomon Okwalinga, as well as their sharpshooter Judy Semugabi, if he can still stay and partner with the Vipers Loni Chitegenyi, it could be a very good striking force for Mbarara City. So we wait and see if top club officials will involve these names, and we listen to the good news of retaining the above mentioned individuals. Then away from that, we cross to KCCA, who have secured the signing of Usama. They have secured the signing of left-footed attacker Arafat Usama. Actually, Usama was awarded as the most valuable player. He was given that MVP award in the 2020 Masaza Cup. So he's that genius. He's that Douglas Costa you would want in your team. He's that upfront Marcelo you would want to have in the team. So he has, from what we hear, it is that he is binding up documentations for to join the 13-time Uganda Premier League champions. which is KCCA FC. We have learned that he has signed a 3-year contract with the Kasasolo lads. We are talking about Usama, who was awarded the most valuable player at the 2020 Masaza Cup, as he featured for the then third-placed Busiro, so Alfat Masaza. Then last season he trained with KCCA, that is at MTN Mount Stadium, with by then coach Mike Mutebi. So he had been eyed by other 2 giant teams in the club. You can't be just eyed by Kampala Capital City Authority and you walk away with that. So talking about other names of clubs that have approached his services, we have Uganda Revenue Authority together with Vipers FC. So Usama started his career at Mbare Tigers Academy. He also featured at CRO before he was poached in by Kajansi United. That is a 3rd division team based in Uganda Regional Football League. So this is a kind of a person with terrific dribbling capacity. He is also a very, very aggressive passer, as well as a shooter for the ball in long distances. So he has one biological brother. You'd somehow think that football is within their blood, because he shares blood with Uganda Cranes goalkeeper Isma Watenga, who apparently plays his football in South Africa, that is at Chipa United. So right about now, Awan Usama is managed by Prosper Sports Agency. So as I talk about, Usama is not the only one who has been eyed and targeted by the Kasasolo Lions, because they have, according to reports from KCCA camp, we are told that they have also reportedly secured the right back Solomon Wafula, former at Mbara City FC, and then Emmanuel Alex Waswa, who also played for Vipers and Lecce University, together with Sports Club Vera as a midfielder. So if this is true that Usama has penned in a contract, he will have added up as a 3rd new player following Solomon Wafula, together with Emmanuel Alex Waswa on joining Kampala Capital City Authority. Then away from that, Awan Mutiaba, Julius Mutiaba has extended his contract at Uganda Revenue Authority. He has actually penned a 3-year contract. That means that he will still surface in URA club jersey for the next 3 seasons. That is, if there is no stronger and solid bid that comes in to tempt Uganda Revenue Authority to sell him off. So this new deal will see him run for the next 3 seasons at Uganda Revenue Authority. This follows after his contract also ended up in 2021, that is past month of June. So the new deal sounds like it's a success already. He has been part of the URA's teams for the last 4 years. That is from the time he left his former club, that is Reza Football Club. That is his old bridge. So he remains one of the most committed players at URA, mastering the art of midfield. He is also a team player with a very, very good command on the field of play. So this comes in line while the Uganda Revenue Authority is plotting to start their new season, whereby they will present Uganda at the CAF Confederations Cup after finishing runners-up behind Express FC, who amassed 58 points out of the 26 games that had been played, to be declared the 7th time winner of the Uganda Premier League. So the other expected new signings that URAFC could has taken in, we have one Geoffrey Waswa and Derek Ndahiro. This duo comes in from Sports Club Vira, as well as they are targeting Jude Semogabi, who is running out of contract, who has actually run out of contract pending new contract extension at Kacheka-based team, that is Mbara City FC, called them the Ankole Lions. Then we have Undopalaka's Talisman, Living Carbon, among other players. Right about now, allow me to head in for the commercial break. I am coming back to give you the compilation or the comprehensive transfer talk as it regards Uganda Premier League, as well as sports info across borders. I am Elioda and Mesut. Let me see you after the break.
EYIT Sports.
So a few days ago, you joined the crowds in the market for your fresh foods. You'd equally brave the risky streets, exposing yourself to the virus.
Cut the hustle. If you're in Barara, all your fresh foods can now find you on your doorstep. Download Let's Farm Shop app from Play Store to order now.
Red Star Wine, the taste that lasts.
Red Star Wine nekorerwa hano mu Uganda kandi bwa hati okurugaho naho ori nobasa kugigura ori kurabira haduka y'ubwoko bwa internet eri kuguza ebyo byonka ebiri kukorerwa hano mu Uganda ya www.guzaug.com. EYIT Sports.
Welcome back to EYIT Sports. We bring you shout-outs from the land of milk and honey. Thanks to everyone that is watching us through our various social media platforms. One of them being Facebook, the other one being YouTube. At YouTube we at EYIT TV, as well as on Facebook where we at EYIT TV as well. Right about now, I would want to give a mention to few people that that are watching us. Few people that are watching us. We have one MC Kolo. We have one Demaiti Clovis. We have Andre Godwin who is watching us from Kamwenje. We have Dodoras watching us from Kasingenge Mbarara. We have names like Sean Absalom. He's watching us from Rwampara. Who else do we have here? Quite a long list of names. So we really thank you for keeping in tabs with us. So right about now, allow me to take you through the transfer talk that is happening on the Ugandan scene. Whereby URA, Kampala Capital City Authority, are having their very busy days of the season, whereby they are involving here and there. They all have reasons to ask me why, because KCCA didn't have a very good performance this very season. We attribute to this after losing out key players like Julius Polokot or stuff like that. Then they lost big names like Shaban Muhammad. They've lost quite a big names, including Mike Mutebi himself. Big names. So if they are rebuilding and restructuring, surely it would be good for them. Then URA has a reason also to target in new players, because they will have a kind of busy schedule. One being Uganda Premier League at home, and another one being the CAF Confederations Cup, because they finished as runners up, so they will have to take part in the CAF Confederations Cup. So they will have some tight. Then if you include in the Stanbic Ugandan Cup that they will also have to play from home, you realize then we could have collapse. One or few of their players could be summoned on the Uganda national team. So they really have every reason to take part in the transfer season. Right about now, the three teams are dominating the transfer window because they are preparing for continental football next season. And then the 13-time Uganda Premier League winners KCCFC, they have also started preparations for their 2021-22 season after enduring one of their first finishes in 10 years. So allow me to take you through the summary of the transfer talk. We start off with Emmanuel Waswa, who has crossed from Sports Club Villa to Kampala Capital City Authority. This midfielder has reportedly crossed over rivals. This is according to reports. Waswa has been one of those consistent players at the Jogos, one of the few forces that were really needed. Every other time you had a difficult run of the game, he was that engine. Then away from that, we cross to Innocent Wafula, who has also crossed from Bara City to Kampala Capital City Authority. This is the former Viper Sports Club right fullback, has also completed his move to Kampala Capital City Authority. Then we have news about Saidi Cheyune. Saidi Cheyune has also crossed to Uganda Revenue Authority. According to reports, they are the deal is yet to be officialized. This follows after contract termination with the Sudan side. Eddie Merrick, a few months after joining the club, coming off a wonderful feat at the Total Chan 2021 tournament. He was actually darling to the tax collectors before his move, and his experience, I think, will be very great additions to the club as they prepare for the continental expedition. Then we have Usama Arafat has also joined Kampala Capital City Authority. You realize Kampala Capital City Authority is dominating the market. From Kajansu United, they have secured the signing of the left-footed exciting winger from the FUFA 3rd Division, that is Kajansu United. You all remember Usama, who exploited the 2020 Masaza Cup competitions, thereby attracting interest from big names like KCCA, which has finally called on him. So he joins a long list of several players who have apparently joined the club. That is Brian Majwega, Innocent Wafula, together with Emmanuel Waswa. Then away from that, we cross to Ronald Sechiganda. He's also being targeted by Kampala Capital City Authority, together with the Uganda Revenue Authority. They are reportedly eyeing the Sports Club Villa midfielder Ronald Sechiganda, who also was named a most valuable player at the 2019 Masaza Cup. So he comes in from the 3rd Division side, that is Katida FC. Then we have the latest from Charles Bare, who is crossing to Uganda Revenue Authority. We are told that the talks are advancing. Charles Bare, who was the 2020 Masaza Cup top scorer with Gomba Lions, could be headed to URA. He was again the 2018-2019 Western Region top scorer with 8 goals, while he was featuring in for Terrazzo and Tiles. So if the deal comes to a final, he will be joining also a long list of new incomings at the tax collectors camp, including Geoffrey Waswa, Delik Dahilo, Saidi Cheyinwe, among others. Kindly log into your Facebook, look for EYIT TV. We always update or share these latest off and on air, so you shouldn't really have a reason to miss out on us. Away from that, we cross to South America and talk about the Copa America. Last night, was it last night or it was today, at 4 a.m. in the night, whereby Argentina finally yet again secured the slot to go out and face Brazil for the first time in the 17 years, because they last met, actually for 14 years, because they last met in 2007. So yet again the South American Titans will face off on the counter. So Argentina last night, in the morning rather, they edged Colombia. They edged Colombia because Colombia lost the shootouts. Unlike Messi, who converted his, he had actually, before converting this one, he had on a number of occasions been slayed for missing out on penalties. So he put up a very good performance. That is, to start with, he aided Lorenzo Martinez in the 7th minute to correct to curl the ball past the Colombian goalkeeper. So he assisted the early goal, and again he prayed with a bleeding ankle. This was so deep. You realize Messi does all this because so many times he has been betrayed on national duty. Maybe this was a do or die for him. So his ankle was bleeding, but still he prayed the whole 120 minutes before he converted his spot kick to enable Argentina go to the Copa American finals. Then we really cannot fail to give out a shout to Emily Martinez, who of late, when he moved from Arsenal to Aston Villa, he said that actually, to many people who are saying that crossing from Arsenal to Aston Villa is a downplay, it was actually a great step for him. Maybe one of them could be being called on the international duty, that is to feature with Argentina, and enabling them to go to the finals, because he managed to save 3 of the 4 spot kicks, one of them including the Everton's defender Yel Mina, who in the first place had an exchange of verbal communication, but still Emily Martinez was in position to save that spot kick. So this hasn't been a class Copa America like any other, but it is going to have a very classic final, one packed with stakes for the teams and together with the individuals that will that will feature in. One of them is Neymar wanted Argentina. Well, Neymar has finally got Argentina, but according to Messi, he says that Neymar's words that they would rather play Argentina on final was not like anything like a condemn or on an underplay, but it was rather that Neymar is a young boy. He actually jokes a lot. So Neymar, Messi came out and said it would be so good for him to reunite with this wonder kid that they have played together at Camp Nou before Neymar crossed to PSG. So this will be the first time since 2007 whereby Brazil will yet again play with Argentina, and that is to be particular or to be so specific in the Copa America final. So last night was dramatic. Emi Martinez saving at least 3 shootouts to edge Colombia away, then giving away to Argentina following a 1-goal draw. Argentina scored first in the 7th minute, and then in the 2nd minute when Colombia equalized. So the two, Neymar and Lionel Messi, will again face off in the limelight. That is in the final. I think it will be played over the weekend. Yeah, we could have finals of Copa America. I think I need to cross-check and update you on which date it will be. But one thing for sure is that the Euro 2020 is happening on Sunday, on 11th. So Argentina has not had a very good history in finals, if you can all call into the 2014 World Cup, together with the 2015 Copa America final, as well as the 2016 Copa America Centenario, whereby Argentina hasn't come particularly close to winning anything, and this has led to fair questions over whether the national team has wasted Messi's pick that he always has at the club. And we are ready for this. Argentina will be coming into this to end their trophy drought, that is the Copa America in particular, which they last won in 1993. that is about 28 years ago. So this version is not Argentina's best team in Messi's career, because out of the 2014 World Cup, the final that was played for Argentina, only Messi is still that common figure in the squad that actually appeared on Tuesday. So we wait to see what will come out. One of the stats is while they have not met in final in 14 years, Argentina and Brazil have locked horns for the Copa America stage since, and then together as so recent, the 2-0 semi-final defeat gave them away to the third place, and that's where they kicked off from their 19-match unbeaten run that will lead them into Saturday's final. Looking into the stats, we have to bring this in mind that Messi hasn't won a major league trophy for his country. The same applies to Neymar. So you realize this would be a do or die for them. So you can flag the 2013 FIFA Confederations Cup for Brazil if that is you would like. And then we wait on Saturday. We wait on Saturday to see how the fate of finals will be. Then before I let you go, Sergio Ramos' deal is happening in the next few hours. The announcement is yet again to be official. We wait up to that. Kindly go down to our Facebook and Twitter channels. We will always give you the latest in sports. That is to be with transfer gossip as it is happening. Right about now, allow me to leave you with the normal programming of EYIT TV. I sign out. I am Elioda and Mesut. We do this again tomorrow on our final show, where we will come to give an insight of the 2020 Euro final, because tonight England takes on Denmark, on who will find Italy on the final that will be on Sunday on 11th. Because Italy last night they edged Spain out. That is after Morata coming in to equalize for Spain in the normal time, and again Morata sending Spain away. That is after he failed his spot kick. He failed to beat Donnarumma in the face of shootouts. So that means it was the end of Spain. Italy is already on the final, waiting for who makes his way between England and Denmark. Tomorrow we'll be basically digging into Euro 2020, bringing you the records. One of them is England has not won the Euro 2020 before. England hasn't won. Spain and Germany, they all tarry with 3 trophies. That means Spain had a chance of winning or clinching their 4th, but their hopes were shunned by Italy. So it now comes to Italy and then to England. That is if they can go past Denmark and still go past Italy to win their first ever Euro 2020 trophy. We are breaking this story and more tomorrow. Let's meet from 3 to 4 p.m.
So a few days ago, you joined the crowds in the market for your fresh foods. You'd equally brave the risky streets, exposing yourself to the virus.
Cut the hustle. If you're in Barara, all your fresh foods can now find you on your doorstep. Download Let's Farm Shop app from Play Store to order now.
Red Star Wine, the taste that lasts.
Red Star Wine nekorerwa hano mu Uganda kandi obwahati okurugaho naho ori nobasa kugigura ori kurabira haduka y'ubwoko bwa internet eri kuguza ebyo byonka ebirikukorerwa hano mu Uganda ya www.guzaug.com.
Do you have Uganda at heart? How about buying products made in Uganda by Ugandans from a Ugandan online shop anywhere, anytime?
Introducing GuzaUG.com, a one-stop center for Uganda's locally made products. Buy Uganda, build Uganda.
I am Ugandan.
Hello there, I'm Sankara Berwanga from Empower Youth in Technology. The virus has brought the world to the knees. Hashtag RIP is now trending, and yet treating COVID-19 is much expensive. I thus appeal to you, let's respect SOPs and be keen to ourselves. We will surely celebrate more birthdays, many more years to come.
All other social gatherings are only allowed with a maximum of 20 people. Online prayers,